If he gave it to you, your name should be on the title, not his, right? Mm.
At that bank, they give me the check. Lancy, I'm ghetto and I'm fancy. My hair, my nails match my panties. I'm sexy, look like a piece of candy.
So, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I've been gone. I've been MIA for about 2 months or so. I've been working like full time at H&R Block, so from 9 to 9, and I just been busy. I think today we're gonna post a story time. This has happened recently. This it's still continuing. So if you've been watching my TikTok,
we're back, Max. I'm signing it over to you for fraud. The bitch is going to jail for fraud. Yeah.
If you've been watching my TikTok, you know a little bit about what's been going on. But this is the story time about when my coworker tried to scam me out of a car. So I was working and I have to get there by 9. But when I take the bus, I have to take 2 buses, and it usually takes me about 2 hours to get there. So I would be coming in late, and so I had told one of my coworkers, I was like, I need a car. So she was like, I got so-and-so, they sell cars. I'm pretty sure it's somebody that they're related to. So she put him on the phone, and I started talking to him. My coworker overheard me talking to him about why I don't have a car and the situation I'm in. And she was talking to him about her wanting a new car. So we're talking, and he asked me if I had somebody to co-sign. This girl don't know me. This is her first year meeting me, working with me, all types of stuff. But she felt comfortable to say, I got a co-signer for you, Rico. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, thanks, girl, but you don't really know me. So that goes on. We finish the call, and in the back of my mind, I'm just like, why don't you just get a new car, and then I buy the car that you have? So she's like, cool, blah, blah, blah. She told me that she was gonna give it to me for $250 because she bought it from someone for $200. So I was like, bet, that's a steal. Let me get it. Tax time is during tax season because I'm at H&R Block. Jesus. It's during tax time, so I'm at H&R Block and blah, blah, blah. So I get my refund. And I hit her up. I'm like, hey, girl, I got the money. I'm ready to buy the car tomorrow. She gonna text me talking about something. My dad said that because it's a classic that it can't go for less than $500 to $900. So I was like, okay, cool. So I decided to just give her the $900, but I was gonna split it into 2 payments because your girl ain't got money like that. I got bills, all types of stuff to just pay. So I split into 2 payments. The first payment I gave her $460. She called me and she was like, I'm sorry, boo, I was getting a car. How long will it take you to get here? I was like, I can be on my way now. So I went there, sat there for about an hour. No contact. My phone was dying. But here's the funny thing. When I went to her house, I seen the car that I was supposed to be buying. Somebody else was driving off with it. So I was like, okay, cool. Maybe they're just like cleaning it up, getting stuff done to it before I get it. Because she said she was going to clean it out before I get it. They come back. I'm about to be walking out. I see them come back. So I go back. I'm like, you know such and such? He like, yeah. I was like, I'm supposed to be getting this car. So he called her up. He didn't know nothing about the situation. And she told him to give me the keys and for him to take the money. He took the money. I got the keys. And then her son starts to walk up, kind of like basically sizing me up, like ask me all types of questions where I live and how I know his mama. da da da. And then he finally just walk away. So I drive off, blah, blah, blah. Everything's so good. I already noticed there's things that need to be worked on in the car. I don't mind that. I'll fix it up because that's gonna be my baby. Like that car was gonna be fire. Like my precious little child. And a week go by, I'm running out of gas. And it's an older car, so I don't really know how to pop the gas tank. So I call her, I'm like, hey, how do you open the gas tank? She tell me, and then she say, I'm gonna have your money by Wednesday to Thursday, Rico. What do you mean? My dad don't want to take his name off the title. So you mean to tell me that this car is not yours, it's your father's, and he didn't know that you selling it? I'll get to that in a minute. So she's steady saying that, yes, her car, her father just gave it to her, da da da. If he gave it to you, your name should be on the title, not his, right? So, a week go by, I hear nothing about no money. She was like, when I get paid by H&R Block, I'm gonna have your money for you. Girl, I know you lying because you don't work at H&R Block no more. After telling my boss, and his boss telling his boss about my situation, and telling everybody at the office, they all know what you did. So you didn't want to show your face. You ain't been going to work. You been scheduled at the same office I've been, but you ain't been there. Cause you a scammer. But I digress. So the next day, I get a text talking about don't drive that car no more. My dad reported it stolen. What do you mean? So I called the police to see if there was a stolen vehicle report on the vehicle. There was not. So the police told me, about the situation, you could just come up to the station, give them a statement, let them know what's going on. I didn't do that because I didn't think that I needed to, because there was no police report, there was nothing made. The next day, after I called the police, I get a call from her father. And I'm saying her father because she was telling me that was her father when it was actually her boyfriend. So I get a call from him talking about when are you gonna have the rest of the money for my car, da 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 da. I was like, I'm under the impression that I'm supposed to be getting money back, and then your daughter was gonna take the car from me. He was like, no, that ain't gonna work. She gonna have to give you half of the money, or I was like, she tried to say that shit to me too. I want all the money that I gave you. You're not giving me half of that. No. So he like, how long you gonna have that car hiding behind that other car in your driveway? It's not hiding. I still drive that motherfucker to work. So he like, I just want my tags. Can I come get my tags? I was like, yeah, cool. I'll be heading to work. He came to my job. We talked about it. Motherfuckers playing like clueless, like talk about oh yeah, I'll set my daughter straight. That's not your daughter. That's your fucking girlfriend or whatever the fuck. So he got his tags. He was like, so you don't want to buy it? I was like, yeah, I'll buy it. He came the next day. I had the money, gave it to him, and made him sign the bill of sale. This shit crazy, y'all. This shit crazy. So I'm going about my business. I'm driving a car, doing all types of stuff, cleaning it, making it mine. The battery died on it. And I waited till the next pay period to get a new battery. Spent $200 on that motherfucker. And I was driving my granny car. Now, I went to go get the battery, put the battery in my car, and drove back in my granny car to work. So the car is still at my house. I came back home from work and the car was gone. So I called the police and I'm like, I need to report a stolen vehicle, da 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 da. They're like, where was it towed? I was like, I gave them the location of my house. They were like, oh, it was told. Why? They couldn't give me no explanation. So she told me it's at the Kansas City tow lot. They gave me the number and the address. So I had to wait till the next morning to call the number. The number, it was the right number, but they gave me a website to go to that didn't exist. So I looked up the address. It pulled up the right information this time. I called them and they're like, oh yeah, we have that car and it's gonna start accumulating fees, da 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 da. I'm like, how can they do that? I'm the owner of the car now. And he's like, oh, I don't know. You gonna have to come with the title. Now, here's where I fucked up at. When that motherfucker, so she told me she was gonna hold on to the title when we first.
I'm sorry, y'all. So I'm watching this back and I need to clear something up. Her boyfriend, who she said was her father, actually told me to go to a dealership and file for the lost title when he signed the bill of sale, not after. I didn't speak to them after because they had my number blocked. You can't really do that because I guess you just can't. So I'm gonna let the video play.
Started talking about me buying the car. She said that she was gonna hold on to the title until I finished making the payment. Then when I made the finished payment, she said that there was no title, only a registration. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I don't know shit about cars, so I thought that was how we go. I'm talking to her father, which is her boyfriend. He said, I do this all the time. Just take it to the shop and file for a lost title. They'll give you a title in about 10 days. It only costs $100 some. I was like, that's cool. Okay, so I was gonna do that. You can't really do that. Especially in my situation, because here's the fucked up thing. All the important documents that were in that car, I took out and I still had in a folder. Just to be safe. So I'm sitting there at the desk because I already typed up like all the court documents that I need to take them to court if I need to sue them, which I most likely will, just in case I don't get this car. But I'm looking at the registration and I noticed that it has the name of the person that was supposed to be signing the bill of sale, her father's name, and the number is different than the person that signed the bill of sale. So I call the number. I'm like, hey, is this such and such? This is Rico. I bought the 1990 Chrysler LeBaron. He like, oh, I'm so glad you called. I had it told because I didn't know I told him the situation, how things went down, how I got evidence, and how her father, her boyfriend, signed her actual father's name on the bill of sale. And he was pissed about that. So he was like, oh yeah, we taking him to court. You got all the evidence, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, I still got that evidence. And so me and him been talking back and forth. We're gonna take him to court. He telling me, he was like, I don't really fuck with her side of the family anyways, because they all shady, they all scammers and all that. I was like, oh, shit. Well, so yeah, I had a car about a month, and then because of some shady shit, it's gone. So it's at a tow lot right now. I've been speaking to the actual father, and me and him decided that we were gonna go half on the fees for the car to get it out of the tow lot, and he said that he was gonna let me have it. Now, if things are sideways, I'm just gonna take them all to court because like there's some fuck shit. He was like, he already gave me his word. He was like, since you already paid for the car, you're already fixing it up, I'm gonna just give it to you. Out of the kindness of my heart, da 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 da. And I'm really hoping that he stick to his word because I really don't want to have to go to court, because if I go to court, I'm suing them for $3,000. I paid $900 for the car, but I'm suing them for $3,000 because I've already put work in that car, fix some shit up, put a new battery in it the day that it was towed. Gas, mileage, lost wages, emotional distress. It is what it is. But yeah, shit's been crazy as fuck. But I really hope that things work out and I get the car by Wednesday. And I will give you guys an update. If you haven't followed my TikTok yet, I mainly post on there because it's easier to post. You don't have to sit in front of this ring light and sit here for an hour because I've been trying to record this motherfucker for a minute now. My phone's been dying and shit. But yeah, I post updates on my life on TikTok. I do need to post more on Instagram, Facebook, all types of shit. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit, you know? That's how I know y'all like my content, y'all like me, and I'll push more shit out. So I'll see y'all in the next one.